Hey everybody, Chris 70 with 70 Investments. Hope you're all doing well today, and thank you for wanting to download our one-page strategic plan template. I got the idea from the book Traction by Gino Wickman, as well as one of the companies I work for. A lot of people create these 30, 40, 50-page business plans, and there's just a lot in there. So what we end up doing is creating a one-page plan. And really what's on here is some of your corporate, your LLCs, your purpose, your core values, your promise, kind of things on the left on this are really, what is your company about? Then as you move from left to right on it, your sandbox. What are you playing in? Where do you invest? What types of properties? Are you a first? Are you a seconds? Property value, nearby a city or a location. The next item is called the BHAG. What is your big, hairy, audacious goal? What's your dream? Do you want to leave your full-time job? Do you want to raise $100 million fund? What is it that you want to do? And you put that down. The next is your targets. What are your 3-year targets and like this year's targets? Where do you want to be? In regards to, was it volume, acquisition, number of JV partners, and then your profitability. What's your target returns? What's your cash flow you're looking for? What type of reserves or profits are you looking for in that time frame? And you do that on a 3-year and then on the 1-year plan. So you're like, okay, what do I want to do this year? And what is that going to take me or look like in 3 years? So it's getting you to think from that perspective. And that's really what the goal of this is to have you map out the steps, where you want to go, where do you want to be? One of the biggest things with note investing is your marketing strategy. Who is your target market? From 2 aspects. The first is, if you're looking to raise funds, who are you going to look to raise them to? Second is, if you're looking for assets, who are you going to market to? Who are you going to try and get assets from? And one of the key things with marketing strategy is what differentiates you from anybody else? What's the difference between you and I? What's the difference between you and John Smith down the street? You need to have something that differentiates you, whether it's somebody that invests with you or a seller to sell to you. And then the last with your marketing is, what is your process? Are you using, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? Do you use Buffer? Do you have a VA to do that for you? Kind of just a quick, map out your plan. And I put on here for these strategies kind of like 3 items. You don't list 1,000 items on this because then it's really not strategic. It's just overwhelming plan that you're never going to get going. And then the other item next 2 items I want to talk about is the issues list and rocks. And these go hand in hand. Your issues list is really, what are the 4 or 5 things you're working on right now that tie into your rocks, which are your quarterly priorities. These quarterly priorities or rocks, these are like bigger term things. You might be working on, some type of, bidding strategy or something to get to a goal. What are you working on today? Those are the issues you're working on to get to that goal, which is that rock. And each quarter you should have a different rock. And those could be, to launch a new marketing campaign or to complete my CRM system. That's a rock. And your issues list are, what do you need to do that? I need to hire a VA, or I need to sign up for something. So your issues lists are kind of like your checklist to get to that goal. And again, with the issues list, you want to keep 3 to 4 items. And what I broke them out into is, okay, here are my marketing strategies, which want to hit a goal. My bidding strategies to hit a goal. JV agreements, partners, whatever it is to hit a goal. I want to get 5 JV partners this quarter. How do I do that? I need to do A, B, C, and D. And then your corporate policy, what is, your overall business, and possibly some things. And then the other thing I like to really measure, and that's the whole thing about this strategic plan, is they call it, SMART. They got to be specific, got to be measurable. You got to be able to achieve them, got to be realistic, and they got to be timed. And timed is by quarter. You should be doing this, updating this every single quarter. And that's something that I do, and I try and stay on target on. And, these actions per quarter, they could be just, How many planned social media posts do I do? How many events do I want to go to? How many asset managers do I want to call per week? How many videos do I want to post? A lot of times they're marketing and sales aspects. So how many notes do I want to buy? How much do I want to raise? How many, those are really something that you can measure. Maybe it's building your LinkedIn profile and getting another 100 contacts. And, again, you can see it's broken out by quarter, and you can measure how you are doing as well. And if you're not hitting your goals, why? These should also kind of tie along with your rocks in the sense of what it is you want to achieve. And if you're not hitting them, you either need to adjust or figure out, what it is you need to do, which get added to your issues list. So hope you enjoyed this video. In 5 minutes, I just wanted to quickly go through this one-page plan. But there's two components to this. One is putting it together, which puts a lot of thought, makes you think about your business. The second is setting yourself quarterly updates to make sure you're reviewing this, to go through it and see, are you hitting your goals? Are you not hitting your goals? So thanks for watching this. Hope you enjoy this, and click on the link below to download. Thank you all.